When it comes to comfort food, carrot cake is definitely at the top of my list. And today I'm going to show you how to make an incredibly moist and delicious carrot cake so you can enjoy it too. In my mixing bowl, I have 2 cups of sifted cake flour. And to that I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Next in goes 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon and 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now give it a wee mix and set it aside because we'll be needing it later. That's the dry ingredients all sorted, so now let's turn our attention to the wet ingredients. Into my mixing bowl goes 1 cup of canola oil and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of caster sugar, and 1 tablespoon of rum. Give it a bit of a whisk, then add 4 eggs. That's right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now give the wet ingredients a vigorous whisk to incorporate everything together. And once everything is combined, start adding the dry ingredients in batches. Gently stir with a spatula until you have a nice smooth mixture. Now it's time to add 300 grams of grated carrot, 1/2 cup of raisins, 1/2 cup of finely diced pineapple, and finally 1/2 cup of coarsely chopped walnuts. Now gently stir until everything's combined. Okay, it's looking good, and I can tell you what, the aroma is fantastic. Now it's time to transfer the mixture to a lined and greased cake tin. I'm now going to bake it at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. And when it's done, it should look like this. It's still hot, so while it's cooling down, let's make the cream cheese frosting. With a handheld mixer, beat 220 grams of cream cheese for 1 minute until it's creamy. Pour in 80 ml of cream. Beat for 1 minute, then add 140 grams of powdered sugar. Beat on medium speed for another minute, and when you're done, it should look like this. Okay, the frosting is done, so now it's time to prep the cake. With a serrated knife, cut off the top to create a level surface, then pour on the frosting. And finally, sprinkle on some coarsely chopped macadamia nuts. And that's how you make an incredibly moist and delicious carrot cake. That looks fantastic. This carrot cake is extremely easy to make. It's also incredibly moist and has a wonderful texture. Yep, with all those ingredients, this thing is incredibly aromatic and just packed full of flavour. And that's to be expected because it's full of carrot, fruit and spice. Everything pairs well to create the perfect balance, and along with that cream cheese frosting, it's a flavour bomb. This recipe is also very forgiving. No pineapple? Then just use applesauce. And if you don't like walnuts, then go for pecans. And if you're feeling naughty, how about a wee bit of orange zest? I wouldn't say no to that. With this cake, you can mix and match your sub ingredients to your heart's content. Happy baking, and for more content like this, please like and follow.